Weird patterns occur in nature. We can see them in flowers, shells, or even pine cones. The most famous one is called the Fibonacci sequence. They're often beautiful and captivating to look at. Mathematically, it is a list of numbers where each term is the sum of the two terms before it, starting with 0 and 1. This creates a pattern like 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and so on. And even when written down in numbers, it has a sort of elegance and purpose to it. In cricket, we see odd patterns all the time, but usually not the Fibonacci sequence itself. Yet somehow Pakistani opener Saim Ayub has managed to bring this beautiful sequence to our sport. But for him, the Fibonacci sequence is a death spiral. In his first match, he made a duck off one ball. In the second, a duck off one ball. And in this match, a duck from two balls. If he keeps this sequence going for another 9 games, he will face an impossible 144 deliveries, which will be one of the most magnificent efforts in the history of the 120 ball format. As it stands, Saim Ayub has played 3 Asia Cup games and not yet made a run or lasted until the second over. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. If you want to be part of the community that makes content like this, head over now. The Good Areas conversation never ends over on our live channel. Head over and watch it all there. There are various ways to open the batting. Anchors might like to survive the first 3 overs and then attack for the rest of the power play. Someone else might be sent in to maximize the full 6 overs and go on attack mode. There are guys who just try and ensure no wickets are taken, and others who are sent up to disrupt everything. There is no regular pattern for going in first. Opening is weird. Traditionally, has been a place for sick individuals who are happy to go out and face the first ball without knowing what can happen next. The people who do that are special and should be treated carefully at a distance, but with curiosity and respect. White ball cricket has changed things a lot. Mark Greatbatch, Sachin Tendulkar, Sanoj Jayasuriya, and Mark Waugh went up the order. These middle order guys couldn't wait behind boring openers and asked to go in first and smash it. Different formats, different roles, and different have all come and gone. But no matter what type of opener you are, I think we can all agree that a major part of the job is getting through the first over. And Saim Ayub does not. In all T20s internationals, he's been out in the first over 8 times. The record in a career is Paul Sterling with 14. But Ireland's mainstay has batted in the first over 122 times. Ayub has done it 29. That's a crazy high percentage of times you don't make it to the second set of 6. Sterling isn't the ideal player to look at though. I would suggest Finn Allen and Temba Bavuma are 2 others close to Ayub in terms of that position. But the big difference is that Allen is a very fast opener, and his job is to try and hit 20 from the first over. And Bavuma wasn't a T20 player at all, and they made him open, and he did it poorly. They have excuses. Ayub is an opener, and doing it slowly. Yeah, slow. His phase aren't from him going for broke. In the first over, he scores at less than a run a ball. Yeah, slow. Ayub has roughly the same strike rate as viral TikTok sensation Max O'Dowd, but the Dutch opener averages 142 runs more per wicket. These numbers feel made up, like you got ChatGPT drunk and started feeding it Terrence Howard's figures. There are some incredible performances here, but underappreciated Colin Munro has to get his crown, averaging more than 100 or scoring at a run and a half a ball. But you can see that Pakistan's opener is comically bad when doing this for his country. And despite the slow-looking strike rate, he is just above neutral here. But he averages -13 on true average. And that carries over to the second over, while weirdly coming back for the 5th as well. This wasn't just something we noticed after these 3 ducks. It was the combination of how he looked in the first game, and then he'd made a duck in a warm-up match as well. There was just something that didn't look right in him against a very new ball. And it isn't new. We've checked the footage on MV Play as well. It feels like the extra speed through the air of the new ball just catches him a little bit off guard. He's almost constantly late, slashing, edging much more than his fair share. So the video matches the pattern. And he has 5 ducks in his last 10 innings, including 1 in ODI cricket. So it's kind of everywhere. And so the simple way of fixing this is to bring in one of Pakistan's other openers. And of course, they have quite a few of them. We ran numbers on them all, and Fakhar Zaman is really decent in the first 6 balls. And he is their only one. Pakistan chose an entire batting lineup of openers, and yet they still only have a single dude who can bat in the first over. In a long line of things that are very Pakistani, that still sticks out. And we did check to see if this was just small sample size in T20 internationals, which can happen. But while Ayub is worse for Pakistan, the signs were there that he was struggling with this in domestic cricket. And if you aren't above par at something in the lower level, it can get a lot worse when you step up. Pakistan have chosen an opening batter who really can't open the batting well. In trading Rizwan and Baba for Ayub, they've gone from two glacially slow anchors who make like all the runs to a dasher who cannot last an over. It's like trading in your beaten up family station wagon for a motorized unicycle. And if you look at every single inning Saim Ayub has made in professional cricket, you will see his own version of Fibonacci. The Ayub sequence is almost as beautiful as a flower. And he has two recurring patterns. Little points of time where he makes a lot of decent scores, and then others where he makes an awful amount of ducks, or near enough back to back. And sadly for his team, he comes to this tournament during his third heavy duck period. Pakistan had a bad start to this game, thanks to politics. But they like to bat first, send in Saim Ayub, and then watch him come back before the umpire has called over. So one way or another, they always have a bad start. That is Pakistan's pattern. Are you as chronically online as Moses Enriquez? Then here's another video for you. Or if you also like books and stuff, you can buy my new one on the art of batting. If you loved this video, hit the bell icon to be notified for more.